Hello, hello Leeds Libraries. It's me again, Keith Donnelly. If you've seen me before, it's me again. If you haven't seen me before, hello Leeds Libraries. It's me for the first time, Keith Donnelly. Let's have a party. Let's have a ball. For all we know, we only go round once and that's all. Let's all go crazy, crazy. Don't try to fight. Now when I say let's all go crazy, if you want to, you can go crazy. Literally, crazy. Say crazy or go. Let's all go crazy. Some of you didn't do it. The grown-ups weren't doing it. Children, make sure the grown-ups do it. Let's all go crazy, crazy. Let's all go crazy, crazy. Let's all go crazy. Don't try to fight. Let's have a party tonight. So I know a story about a party that I would love to tell you. But first of all, you'll never guess who I met today. I met a wizard. Or at least he said he was a wizard. He didn't look much like a wizard, if I'm honest. He looked more like a tomato. He had one of those, you know, like a big round head, bright red face, little beady eyes and no hair. He had no hair. Can you imagine someone with no hair? Oh, yeah. Anyway, he said to me, hello. He had one of those posh voices. I should have told you that. Hello, I am a wizard. And I said, oh, that's nice. And he went, do I look like a wizard? And I said, no, if I'm honest, you look more like a tomato. Well, he wasn't very pleased. His little tomato face went like that. And he looked a bit cross. And he went, I am a wizard. I am a sorcerer. And I said, are you a tomato sorcerer? It's like a joke, tomato. He wasn't very happy. He did that again. And he started chasing me. He started running after me. I was a bit scared, but I'm pretty fast. And I ran and I ran. And he was trying to catch me. And I went, come on, tomato, catch up. Come on, tomato, catch up. It's like another joke. Anyway, he wasn't very happy and he did his wizardy thing. I shall cast a smell. I thought he said smell. I don't think he did say smell. On second thoughts, I think he probably said, I shall cast a spell. But I thought he was going to cast a smell, so I just went, I just held my nose and ran faster. But he went, and he said something. I don't know what it was he said, but that's probably just as well. Because if I said the actual words, it might cast a smell or spell on you. Something like that, it sounded like. Anyway, I said, well, what's that going to do? And he said, you've made a mistake calling me a tomato. I am not a tomato, I am a wizard. And you've made a big mistake, and the next time you make a mistake, you shall start to disappear. And I went, oh, right. So I'm going to make sure I don't make any mistakes when I sing songs to you. So I'll sing an easy song, and then I'll tell you the story that I was talking to you about. This is a song, you'll all know this one. It's the one about, you know, the wheels, and you can join in, go round, let's go round and round and stuff, just to get us in the mood. The wheels on the chicken go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the chicken, no, sorry, not the chicken. I'm still here. Not the wheels on the chicken, sorry, I got muddled up. Can I start again? The wheels on the duck go round and round, round and round, round and the wheels on the, not the wheels on the duck. The wheels on the sausage go round and round. The wheels on the sausage? Oh, that's so stupid. That's definitely a mistake. The wheels on the banana go round and round. The wheels on the banana. Bananas don't have wheels. Oh, I'm getting everything wrong here. The wheels on the elephant go, the wheels on the cheese go, the wheels on the sandwich go, the wheels on the monkey go. Oh, I better not sing that song after all, because I don't want to disappear. I don't think he was a real wizard. I think he might have been a lizard. He looked more like a tomato lizard. Anyway, I don't think I haven't disappeared, but I'm a bit hot, so I'll take this. I'll just take this shirt off. And the story I'm going to tell you is the story. It seemed to be somebody. I'll put this shirt back on because of that. I seem to have disappeared without this shirt on. That's a bit scary. The story that I'm going to tell you has got lots and lots of animals in it. It's a story that I made up quite a long time ago now. And it goes a little bit like this. Once upon a time that never was, in a place not far from here, called the land beyond beyond, there was a tortoise. And the tortoise's name was Tommy. And Tommy the tortoise was very excited. I'm going to show you how excited Tommy the tortoise was. This is pretty much how excited. I'm going to have a party. I'm going to have a party. I'm going to have a party. Now, you might have guessed why Tommy the tortoise was excited. Have you guessed? He was going to have a party. You're right. He'd had lots of birthdays, but he'd never had a birthday party before. So this was his first birthday party, and he was so excited that that's what he was doing. You can join in if you want. We're going to have a party. That's your bit. We're going to have a party. We're going to have a party. We're going to have a party. Now Tommy's mum and dad, they were a bit worried about Tommy, and they said to him, Tommy, don't get too excited. You know what happens when you get overexcited? It'll end in tears. Tommy, it'll end in tears. Because mums and dads say things like that, don't they? And you know what Tommy said back to them? I'm going to have a party. I'm going to have a party. I'm going to have a party. Well, at just that exact moment, there was a knock on the door. Can you do the knock with me, with you? Very good. Now, normally when I do this story, I get children to be the animals. Tommy had invited all of his animal friends to his party, you see. But I can't get you guys to be the animals. So I'll do the animals and see if you can guess what animal it is. I'll give you a clue as I knock on the door. Okay, so here's the first one. That's right. It was a chicken. Wasn't a chicken. It was a monkey. A couple of you said monkey. Of course it was. It was Malcolm the monkey. And Tommy's mum and dad opened the door for Malcolm. It was a creaky door. Can you do a creaky door with me? Oh, that's just going to upset the flow of the story. Let's just get your oil can. Let's oil those hinges on that door. Can you do that? And the bottom one. It's a bit better. Just a little bit more oil. Try it again. How's that? Really smooth. Anyway, Malcolm the monkey came in and he went, where's Tommy? Where's Tommy? And Tommy's mum and dad said, oh, hello Malcolm. He's over there. He's in the coat. And they pointed to where Tommy was. But when they looked, Tommy the tortoise, he'd gotten a bit shy and he'd gotten a bit frightened. I don't know if you know what tortoises do when they get shy and frightened. That's right. He'd gone inside of his shell. He'd pulled his little legs inside of his shell and his back legs and his tail if he's got one. Not sure if tortoises have tails or if I'm thinking of turtles or terrapins or something. But anyway, and he'd pulled his head in, most importantly. His head was, so it was just a big shell. Pardon me, said Tommy's mummy, who just had a little drink. Just water, children, by the way. Pardon me, she said. Oh, but look, Tommy's gone inside of his shell. We knew this would happen. And Malcolm the monkey said, don't worry, I'll get him out. Watch this. And he went over to Tommy in a monkeyish way. And he went, Tommy, come on out. It's your birthday party. It's your birthday party and I've brought you a birthday present. And Tommy, from inside of his shell, he just went like this. I'm not coming out. Now, I don't know if you heard what I said then. I'll do it a bit louder. I'm not coming out. Did you hear what he said? Can you do it? After 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm not coming out, but you have to do it with your hand over your mouth, otherwise it doesn't sound like a tortoise inside of a shell. After 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm not coming out. 1, 2, 3. I'm not coming out. 3. Well, Malcolm the monkey scratched his head. And he kind of scratched under his arms as well. But just at that moment, there was another knock on the door. It was quite a loud knock. It was even louder than that. Well, I think what animal it was to do a clue. It was a knock that went like this. Roar! 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 Yeah. Tommy's mum and dad opened the door. And it was Lenny the Lion. And Lenny the Lion came in a kind of scary line. We went, where's Tommy? Where's Tommy? Sounded a bit like a pirate lion. Where's Tommy? And Malcolm the monkey went, Lenny, he's gone inside of his shell. Can't get him to come out. Don't know what to do, really. And Lenny the Lion went, don't worry. I'll get him out. Bejabers. Button down the mizzen bleam. And he walked over to Tommy and he went, Tommy, come on out. I'm being more pirate than lion now. Tommy, come on out. It's your birthday party. And look, I've brought you a birthday present. And Malcolm's brought you a birthday present. But I've been baking all day. And I've made you a special birthday cake. And there was a pause. The lion had them. 2 paws, 4 paws. But then from inside the shell, Tommy went, I'm not coming out. Can you do that after 3? 1, 2, 3. Very good. Well, there was another knock on the door. It was quite a loud knock, accompanied by a kind of trumpeting sound. I can't knock and trumpet. Yes, you're right. It was an elephant. It was Ellie the elephant. She'd packed her trunk and said goodbye to the circus. Oh no, that's a different one. And she came in and she went, where's Tommy? Where's Tommy? And Malcolm the monkey and Lenny the Lion went, he's gone inside of his shell, Ellie. We can't get him to come out. We don't know what to do. Ellie went, I'll get him out. Watch this. And she went over and she went, Tommy, come on out. It's your birthday. We've all brought you a birthday present. Lenny the Lion's baked you a birthday cake. And I've been working with coloured pencils and sticky paper and stickers and cardboard and little bits of paper. And I've made you a birthday card. And Tommy just said, I'm not coming out. In kind of an angry voice. Can you do it in an angry voice? After 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm not coming out. Oh, very good. Well, the animals were all scratching their heads and throwing their trunks around and big paws. I did a big pause then. But there was a tiny little knock, a quiet knock, just on the very bottom of the door. Accompanied by a squeak, 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 squeak. You're right. It was a mouse. It was a mouse whose mummy and daddy had called him Michael. Michael Mouse. But they used to shorten the Michael down to, well, they wanted to call him Mickey. But they couldn't do that because they would get sued by, Disney World and all that. So they called him Mikey Mouse. Not Mighty Mouse, but Mikey Mouse. And Mikey Mouse came in and he went, where's Tommy? Where's Tommy? I'm not very good at mouse impressions. And the other animal said, Mikey, he's gone inside of his shell. We can't get him to come out. We don't know what to do. We can't think what to do. He's missing his own birthday party. And Mikey went, And he tapped his chin while he was thinking. Can you tap your chin while you're thinking? And then he scratched his head with his other little paw. And then he went, ping, because he'd had an idea. And sometimes you might have seen it in comics and that, like a little light bulb appears above his head. Ping, ping. But I can't do that because I'm just telling a story, really. But he said, I've had an idea. Ping. And the animals went, are you going to tell us what it is? And he said, no, I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I'll demonstrate. And he was whispering so that Tommy couldn't hear. I shall demonstrate, and if you all copy what I do, I think we'll get Tommy out of his shell. So Mikey Mouse, he kind of trundled over. He was quite a cool little mouse. And he went over and went, Tommy, Tommy. And Tommy immediately just shouted, I'm not coming out, I'm not coming out, I'm not coming out. 3 times. Can you do it 3 times? After 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm not coming out, I'm not coming out, I'm not coming out. See who can do it the fastest 3 times. After 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm not coming out, I'm not coming out. I just did it twice then. But anyway, Mikey Mouse, this is what he said. He said, oh, Tommy, well, if you're not coming out, there's no point in me staying. I've come quite a long way. I've come from the Cotswolds to be with you tonight, but I'm going. I'm not going to stay. If you're not coming out, there's no point in me staying. I'll leave your present here. It's quite a small present, because I'm a mouse, okay? You can't expect me to have anything big like the elephants and that. I'm going. Bye. I'm off. And he trundled back over to the door in his cool little mousy way. The door that he'd come in from, and he pretended to leave. But he didn't actually leave. He got to the door and then he went, shh. And he tiptoed on his little micey feet back to behind Tommy. And he sat down behind Tommy and he went, you guys do that as well. So the other animals kind of looked at each other. And after a while, Malcolm the monkey got the idea and he went, I'm going to go as well, Tommy. Bye, I'm going. I'm not even going to pin the tail on the donkey because you didn't invite any donkeys. Bye. And Malcolm the monkey, he went over to the door. He didn't leave either. He crept, because monkeys can creep as well. Monk kind of did a creepy monkey thing. I don't mean like a spooky monkey, creepy, you know. He came by, sat behind the mouse. And then Lenny the Lion, I nearly forgot what animals were here. This party, it's been such a good party. Lenny the Lion went, "Rrr, I'm going as well. Bye, Tommy. Rrr, I'm not going to stay. Rrr, I'm going back on my pirate ship. Rrr." And he went to the door. And lions, because they're like a big cat, a very big cat, but cats, they can do that kind of silent feline padding thing. And he came down, he came behind, he sat down as well, which only left Ellie the elephant. So Ellie the elephant went, well, I'm going to just eat this cake. No, she didn't. She said, I'm going as well, Tommy. Bye. If you're not coming out, I'm going with them. I'll see you later. Bye. And she went thumpity, thumpity, thump, got to the door. And then she crept. Now, it's not easy for elephants to creep, but this is pretty much what she did. She went thump, 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 thump. Sounds like she had 7 legs. And that was just quiet enough that Tommy didn't hear her. And she sat down, nearly sat on the mouse, but the mouse quickly moved. She sat down and they all waited behind Tommy the tortoise, looking at the mouse, because it was the mouse's idea. And the mouse just went, wait a minute, just wait a minute. Now, inside of his shell, Tommy the tortoise was suddenly a bit upset, and he suddenly thought, oh no, all my friends have gone. I'm such a silly Tommy. I've missed my own birthday party. Oh no. And he came out of his shell with a very, very sad tortoise face. Now, I might be able to show you this sad tortoise face, I think. I'm told I'm quite good at doing sad tortoise faces. So this is pretty much what Tommy looked like when he came out of his shell. From like this. First of all, his little legs popped out like that. And then slowly his head came out like this. He had a very sad tortoise face. Can you guys do sad tortoise faces? Well, very good. And, I thought my arm was starting to disappear. Both of my arms slightly disappearing then. And Tommy, with his sad face, he looked at the pile of presents and he did a great big sigh. Can you do a great big sigh with me? And then he looked at the beautiful cardboard birthday card that one of them had made and he did an even bigger sigh. And then he looked at the cake that Ellie the elephant had a bit of a bite out of, if I'm honest. And he did an even bigger sigh, do a bigger sigh. And then he looked at the door where he thought all of his friends had left and he did a huge, ginormous sigh. And then he slowly moved his neck and his head. Tortoises have those kind of like prehensile necks, a bit like dinosaurs or crocodiles or something. And he looked to the left and he looked to the right. And then he did that thing, he managed to turn his head all the way around, which is a bit spooky. And he looked round. When he got his head behind him, all of his friends went, "Boo!" And Tommy the Tortoise went, "Ah!" And I'll do this in slow motion. Ah! And he might have just jumped out of the picture there, but that's how high he jumped. Now I'll do it in full speed. Ah! And he landed with a footum on the floor. Footum! Can you do the footum with me? Footum! And when they looked, Tommy was back inside of his shell. His legs were inside of his shell. His tail, if he's got one, was inside of his shell. And his head was inside of his shell. And all the animals went, "Doe! Doe! A deer!" Which he also hadn't invited. No deers. "Doe! Doe! 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 Doe!" And then they heard something from inside the shell. And it went a bit like this. I wonder if you can guess. Did you think I was going to say, "I'm not coming out"? No, it could have been, but no, he was laughing. Can you laugh like a tortoise in a shell? Don't forget to put your hand over your mouth. A bit louder. All the other animals were laughing, and as they laughed, Tommy's legs popped out, his tail popped out if he's got one, and his head popped out, and they helped him up, and they danced around, singing a song that went a bit like this. We're gonna have a party, we're gonna have a party, we're gonna have a party. Can you just do that with me? Let's sing that, dance around. You can do it sitting down if you want to, but we're gonna have a party, we're gonna have a party, we're gonna have a party. And they had the best party ever. And that's a story that I just call "I'm Not Coming Out." Now, it's just occurred to me, I keep thinking parts of me are disappearing, so I better just check that I haven't disappeared. So I'm going to come and look at myself in the camera to see whether or not I've disappeared or not. I'll be back in a minute. Oh no, I'm not there. I can't see my... Oh, silly me. Of course I can't see myself, because I'm not there when I'm there. Oh, sorry. I can be so silly sometimes, you know. Let me sing you a song. That tortoise. There's a tortoise in this song. There's not only a tortoise, there's a horse and a dog. I think there's actually 27 animals hidden in this song. And there's a story that goes with this song, but I haven't really got time for the story, so I'll just do the song as a song. But all you guys have to remember is, every time you hear an animal mentioned, if you could pretend to be that animal. Okay? So, for instance, if I say horse, you can go, or neigh, or whinny, 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 whatever horses do. Have you got? Should we try that? Let's all do it. Everyone do a horse. Pretty good, pretty good. Don't keep it going too long though, because just do a short horse, like a pony, a little short, like a little, just a little pony, because there's another animal coming up pretty quick. And And it goes something like this. In fact, it goes exactly like this. Last night's gig had left me hoarse, nay, and dog-tired in my bed, of course. Did you do a dog? Rat-tat-tat, I don't know what a rat does, upon my door. Oh, she was back to yak some more. Did you know a yak was an animal? I think a yak is like an African cattle, antelope, something. I think they just go yak, yak. She was back to yak some more, but she was lying, rawr, lying, rawr, lying again, rawr, lying, lying, lying again. You're very good at the lion. I think you're very good at the lion. My, how time does fly, she said, sitting rabbiting upon my bed. So there was a fly and a rabbit. In a voice more suited to a maiden aunt, little ant, she said, yesterday is a relevant. Probably Ellie from the last song, but she was lying, lying, lying again. This time I ducked as she threw back her hair. I know you will have got the duck. Did you get the hair? Not that hair, the hair's like a big rabbit. And said the ghost will always be there. Now if you did the ghost, that wasn't the animal. The animal was the bee. The ghost was just like a spooky red herring, which I suppose is a kind of animal, a red herring, but I didn't mention red herring. It was a bee. Be there, bzzz. And as I drive in my car, I know. Again, if you did the car noise, that's not an animal. The animal was car, rhino, rhino. Why, tilting Don Quixote go, eeyore, eeyore. But she was lying, lying, lying again. Rawr. And those lines should be getting louder as we go. What has 10 years taught us? I knew there was a reason I was singing this song. It's the tortoise, Tommy the tortoise. What has 10 years taught us? Cheaters often win. Cheetah is a very fast animal. Sealed with a kiss, love caught us, but she wanted not. But she wanted not, but she, budgie, but she wanted this song to begin. Giraffe to live in the past, she'd say, oh, take me away to werewolves play. Now that can be werewolves or wolves, or a bit of both if you want. Take me away to werewolves play. Oh! I used to be a werewolf, but I'm all right now. Now listen to this next line. This is the best line. This is my favourite line. What's done is done. What's gone is gone. Ah, tricky. Listen again. I'll sing it a bit slower. What's done is done. What's gone is gone. There's no animals in that line. I just got you all scratching your heads like Malcolm the monkey. But there are 6 animals hidden in the last line. Only 10 words in the line. But of those 10 words, 6 of them count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of them are animals. That's pretty good going. That's nearly 60% are animals. Now I'll sing it slowly. And do the animals quickly, otherwise you'll miss the next. They come quite fast. Dear, let's go to where two can live cheaply as one. So it's dear, let's go to where toucan. Toucan's like a bird with a big beak, or you can just have toucans, I suppose. Dear, let's go to where toucan live. Sheeply, meh. That's a bit like the goat, but it's a sheep. As swan. And then a swan. Which actually, swans are, they don't actually sing, they're kind of a mute bird. So, deer, goat, toucan, sheep, swan. That's only 5. I said 6, didn't I? There's one more animal hidden. It's another name for a donkey. Sometimes gets mentioned at Christmas. Listen, and I'll give you a clue when we get to it. Dear, let's go to where toucan live cheaply. Ass, swan. But she was lying, lying, lying again. Just the girls this time. Just the boys. Lying. I had to think about that. Lying. Lying. Again. Just the grown-ups. Lying. Are the grown-ups joining in? If the grown-ups aren't joining in, stick your tongues out at them. Just the grown-ups. Lying. Lying. And this all together. Lying. Lying. And this song's dragging. With a wizard on its back, with a head like a tomato, again. Thank you, Leeds Libraries. My name has been Keith Donnelly. I would like to start to disappear now, because I think I've overrun. Oh no, I'm disappearing. I'm disappearing. I'm a disappearing breed. My arms are disappearing. Oh no. I wish my tummy would disappear. I wish my bottom would disappear. And my...